Hi, how you going? LeMonde here. Today, again, an important topic. Aren't they all? I sort of feel that that's getting a bit boring and old, but hopefully not for you guys, because this is important. And I'm going to talk about this book up here, okay? This is a book, it's called Nonviolent Communication. It's by a guy called Marshall Rosenberg. He's deceased now, which means he's dead. And this book, which he wrote, he devoted his life to this thing called nonviolent communication. So what is nonviolent communication? Well, to understand nonviolent communication, you have to sort of take a step back even further and understand what violent communication is. Now, violent communication, in a nutshell, is that communication which really doesn't connect people. That's my personal take on it. I'm sure he says something different in his book. I probably should get it down and look at it. I'll do that and I'll come back. So I'm back. I'm gonna read this to you, just this first bit. So it says a brief introduction to nonviolent communication. Nonviolent communication, it's known as NVC, is a powerful model of communication, but it goes far beyond that. It is a way of being. I think being is very important. I'll do a video on that. I might have already. Have a look. It's a way of being, thinking, and living in the world. Its purpose is to inspire heartfelt connections between ourselves and other people. And that's what I want for everybody. Heartfelt connections. Connections that allow everyone's needs to be met through compassionate giving. It inspires us and others to give from the heart. It also helps us connect to our inner divineness. I'm not talking about religion. I'm just talking about who we are. That's the sense of divineness. And to what it means to be alive in the present moment. Let me fast forward. Okay, so this next bit is really important to understand nonviolent communication. So Marshall says in his introduction, nonviolent communication evolved out of an intense interest I had in two questions. These are really important questions. I can guarantee you. I haven't even looked at them, but I know these are important questions. So, question number one. I wanted to better understand what happens to human beings that leads some of us to behave violently and exploitatively. That is, exploiting someone. Just that's what it means, okay? To behave violently. And violently can be physical violence, and it can be emotional abuse, it can be intellectual abuse, it can be violence in a financial sense, withholding finances, or saying, you owe me if I do this for you. That is behaving violently and exploitatively. Okay, you owe me. So that's question number one. Question number two, luckily it's here, he hasn't written up much after one, so they're both here. Second, I wanted to better understand what kind of education serves our attempts to remain compassionate. Compassion is a big thing in life if you want to thrive and have really good connections and not be unhappy. Okay, compassion is a big thing, which I believe is our nature. That's what he says. He believes being compassionate is our nature. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I've come to that conclusion myself. Compassion is a big thing. What happens in our attempts to remain compassionate, even when others are behaving violently or exploitatively? They're trying to exploit us themselves. Nonviolent communication, folks. So, look, I'm going to go back here. There's a little bit I just saw at the bottom. The theory that has been around for many centuries says that violence and exploitation happen because people are innately, that means they are evil, selfish, or violent. But I've seen people who aren't like that. I've seen so many people who enjoy contributing to one another's well-being. So I wondered why some people seem to enjoy other people's suffering while other people are just the opposite. And I want to put this to you, that I have also seen very loving people behave violently. They've been really mean, rude, selfish, even had physical abuse. Let's put this back against their partners. Why do people do that when they say they are loving? They're not evil people either. And I've seen those people. I've experienced it firsthand as well, unfortunately, where I've been at the hands of my partner where she has just gone off the deep end. I know she's a loving person, but she said really nasty, hurtful things. That is violent communication. We need to get back to basics, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We need to stop that violent communication. As part of stopping that violent communication is understanding and acknowledging that we have been violent in our lives. It doesn't matter how small it is. We've said something hurtful. That is violent communication. Road rage is violent communication. We need to get that violent communication under control. It's an epidemic. It has gotten out of control. And it can be the new norm for some people. I don't like it. And that's why I want to get this message out there. Please stop this violent communication. This violence, it starts with a thought. It comes out often in words, and then it can actually come out physically in our actions. We will tower over someone being threatening. We'll actually hit someone, slap someone, punch someone, kick someone, spit at someone. Not on, guys, okay? Calm down. I really would like you to, I'll put some more stuff up about non-violent communication and things that you can do to stop that. Hopefully I'll get time to do it in the link and give some links. I'm not good with links at the moment. I need to learn that. Put links in LeMonde. Put links in LeMonde. Put links in, for God's sake. So look, I really want you to start thinking about your communication and stop this violent communication. This is LeMonde out, wishing you all the best in life.